And just give me one moment, everyone. I don't know, today feels like a Friday. I know it's not, but it does feel like a Friday. All right, we're back. So everyone, happy Tuesday. I think it's going to be a Tuesday and not a Monday. I hope everybody survived the thunderstorm and the rain and the hail. All right, so Robert Maurer, you're here on Veronica Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, yes. Miss Wilson, can you show your video, please? And if you can unmute yourself.
Sorry. Hi, I'm here.
No problem. So I received this violation report, and defense, I know that you were given the notice yesterday, late yesterday, to be here. And it's because your client has been charged with driving while intoxicated with a child under 15, and pretrial services sent me a violation report with a high BRAC reading. And I don't know if you, counsel, have you had a chance to review that report?
Judge, I'm looking at it right now. This is the first chance I've had to look at it.
Okay. So let me let you confer with the state about it. Who's available from the state to confer?
Judge, let me talk to, if I could, let me talk to my client first. Can you put me in a breakout room with her?
Yes. All right, Veronica Wilson, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1. And I'm going to send your attorney to breakout room number 1 as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Brenna, I'm putting something in the chat box for you.
Okay.
John Winter.
I finally managed a standing desk remotely, and I couldn't be more excited. I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I'm super excited.
You do look pretty happy today.
I'm not sitting down. It's so great.
Hey, Hunter, who's handling Veronica Wilson's violation report? Does it matter? Can you talk to me?
I can talk to you. Would you like to talk to me?
Sure. Tell me about your standing desk.
Well, it's 2 ladders
You
and
need
a
to get
piece
a
of wood.
treadmill. You need to get a treadmill. You can walk on.
No, my buddy gave me a VR headset, so I'm actually exercising in VR. Also, I hear that the new Peloton treadmill is dangerous for children.
Yep. Uh,
What room are you assigned to currently?
I'm in one with my client.
Okay.
I take it the judge isn't there. Is the judge the host?
Yes.
Norma should be there,
Okay.
possibly.
Okay.
All right, we are back.
Well, I guess, but Hunter, we can just let the judge address the issue. Whatever
All
you're
right.
ready.
Well, I'm happy to talk to you.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure, Judge, can the state make an agreement on this? Or, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys confer so that everybody can know what page they're on. If it's something reasonable, of course, I'll go along with it. If I don't think it's reasonable, then I always make the call. So, do you want to speak to the state or?
Sure.
Yeah.
I've got several, this was not planned this morning. I've got a bunch of other Zooms to go to.
You know what, Robert? I'm a big fan of communication.
Let's talk, Robert. Let's talk.
All right, Judge, you put us in a room.
Yes, if Robert, you'll go back to breakout room number 1.
Okay.
Brenda, everybody knows I'm a big fan of communication and information. You can never have too much information. All right, courtroom, could you unmute?
Sort of thing,
Yes,
Sure.
Judge.
but essentially it's got to be done.
All right, state on Corny Piers.
I gotta go, Evan. I'll call you back.
Yes, Judge.
All right, is Mr. Pierce, can he be shown on video?
Yes.
Deputy
Come on up here, Wayne.
All right, Mr. Pierce, we were scheduled for a bench trial today. State, my understanding is that you filed a dismissal, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Pierce, your case has been dismissed. If you do not have any other cases, then you should be released from the Bear County Jail today.
Thank you, ma'am, so much.
All right, you're
Yes.
welcome.
No.
Misdemeanor.
Make sure I keep the mask up. I'm sorry, what did you say, Marcus?
He still has a pending misdemeanor.
All right, and which court is that out of?
County Court 14.
Do you know what that charge is?
ABI.
That's an assault.
All right, so Mr. Pierce, if you are remaining in custody, it's not because of the 187th, it's for another pending case.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right.
Good.
You're welcome. And Mr. Pierce,
Yes, ma'am.
change your life, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't get into any more trouble, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Judge.
Mr. Winters.
Yes, yes, ma'am. All right, so that's it for this
That's
case,
it.
all right? Now I will.
All right, and everyone, I'll be right back.
Judge Hunter and I have a solution if you're available. Oh,
Hello? Okay, what is the solution?
Hunter, you want to tell her?
So Judge, I was first curious how many blow windows.
All right, just one moment. Veronica Wilson, I need you to show your video. All right, yes, Mr. Morris.
I need to know how many blow windows Ms. Wilson currently has for her ignition interlock.
All right, it is not listed on here.
Okay. So
On
my
the
understanding.
violation report I have, it's not listed.
Okay, Judge, my understanding of ignition interlock is although it is required to blow to start the car, even if the defendant or the accused is not driving, they still have to blow during a given window.
Yes,
Okay, so the state would ask for 4 blow windows and then UAs every other week, random.
And Judge, that's, I agree with that. I'd ask the court to follow that. I think that's very fair and reasonable. This is my client's first violation since the offense.
and then, I'm sorry, UA, you said random how often?
No,
Every
you
other
wait
week.
every other week.
Or twice monthly, unless she's doing it more frequently currently. If that's the case, then leave it as is.
All right. Ms. Wilson? Unmute for me, please. All right, Ms. Wilson, this is me
Yes.
getting your attention. This is your first violation. I'm going to follow the agreement that's been reached between the state and the defense. But do not come back here for another violation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So while you're on this bond, you are not allowed to drink alcohol at all. Not for Mother's Day, not for any type of celebration, not if you're at your house. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you need help to stop drinking alcohol, just let me know. It's not anything that's going to be designed as a punishment to you. But if you need AA meetings or if you need some type of treatment, just let the court know. Okay.
I've been attending AA meetings, ma'am.
All right. Well, make sure you have a sponsor and everything. Okay.
Okay.
And sometimes it takes people a while to get sponsors because personalities got to mesh. But make sure you do that. So I'm going to follow the agreement that's been reached by your defense attorney in the state. So you're going to have to do at least 4 blows per window. How often were you blowing before?
Twice a day.
All right. So you're going to have to do 4. And have you been doing random UAs?
No, no, ma'am.
All right. So you're going to have to do random UAs 2 times per month. And if after 2 months, everything is going fine, your attorney can always come back and ask me to reconsider things. But for now, that's what you're going to have to do. And make sure you stay in contact with your pretrial services officer. Do you know who that is?
They just switched me. I used to be Ana Macias, and I have an email with the new, I'm not quite sure. I can't think of her name at the top of my head.
Is that Selena?
Yes, yes.
All right. So what I'm going to do, so I won't say it over YouTube, I'm putting her name and her number in the chat box for everyone. That way, Mr. Maurer, you will have it and your client will have it. So does everyone see that? Do you see that, Mr. Maurer? And do you see that, Ms. Wilson?
Yeah, I got it, Judge.
All right. All right, then with that, Ms. Wilson, you are excused.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for coming in at the last minute, Mr. Maurer.
Thank you, Judge. Y'all have a nice week.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Mr. Lambrana.
He's coming.
Thank you. To the clerks, could I have the file on Albelardo Lambrano, please?
You could just leave your stuff on top of this table right here. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Lambrado. Do you understand the rules of this court?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you're not to be smoking while you're on Zoom?
Say again?
Do you understand you're not to be smoking while you're on Zoom?
Yes, ma'am. Now I do.
All right, I don't know where my instructions were confusing because every morning I announce to everyone on Zoom that whatever you cannot do if you were physically in the courtroom, you cannot do on Zoom. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Being allowed to have your case heard on Zoom is a privilege. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you like having to come down to court and finding parking space and paying for a parking space?
Not really, because I had to pay for a taxi to come down here.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
My fault.
Yes. And the other thing, whenever you come to court, guess what? You have to be dressed appropriately. When people are Zooming from their homes, I understand, but you are not allowed to wear shorts in the courtroom. You are not allowed to wear a sleeveless t-shirt. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are we going to have any more problems?
No, ma'am.
So we're checking in with you to find out what your housing situation was.
Okay, I brought a document with me saying they changed my what do you call it, date on it. Let's see, on the 13th of this month.
So that is when you will be interviewed, or is that when you will have your housing?
It's a hearing. Because I went after my expiration date on my voucher.
Okay. Every day I feel like I'm running a civil court, doing social services work. So I guess, we have to do a global service so that we can make sure that people are on track and people don't reoffend. So what we're going to do is I'm still going to make sure that you keep up with your probation officer. Rebecca, do we have any status on his veterans treatment court?
I haven't been able to get my DA, 214 yet.
Okay. You know what, Norma, see if you can have John Herman and Carolyn Zoom in here so we can find out what's happening with veterans treatment.
They told me that I had to go to Equid and Equid and Perrysburg Road to get that form. But I gotta go in person.
Wait, go get a form for what?
For my probation officer. It's a DA 214, saying that when I got discharged from the military and when I first got in the military and what kind of discharge I got.
All right, we're going to see if we can get John Herman in here. And if it's extremely complicated, we may just have to, Rebecca, go with felony drug court first. But I want to see, Norma, where they are in the process with veterans treatment court. So,
and Judge, I think it's just on his part that he's kind of procrastinated on getting that.
all right, why is it taking you so long to get that?
I have no transportation, ma'am, and my disabilities are limited.
So, I mean, now I can tell you right now, there are many things that I will do, but I'm not going to be a chauffeur.
No, I understand that.
So, I mean, there's VIA, and I know that VIA has services for people who have disabilities, because I see the VIA bus that's for people with disabilities driving all the time.
Come on to be a bus.
You're a veteran, so I know there are programs out there for you where you can get a free ride to wherever you need to go.
Right.
So, I mean, you say right, but you're not doing
But
what you're supposed to be doing. I'm a firm believer.
the only situation that happened to me, I got off meth, the weed, and the alcohol, and I had a blackout. I don't know what.
So let me ask you this. Since
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
saying you're off weed and meth, if you're tested today, what are the results going to be? And no, I have the ability to have someone come in that room right now and test you. This is not on the record, so you won't be punished, but I have the ability
Yes, ma'am.
to have someone come in that room and test you right now. So what are the results going to be?
I would say clean because ever since I started that OPT treatment, I haven't done nothing at all. I've been straight as an arrow. And I had a relapse, or I mean, not a relapse, but I had a blackout last Tuesday where I just passed out. And I don't know if it's because my body got a shock treatment to itself where I was dehydrated, but I was picked up off of the ground. Well, I was picked up by the ambulance and I woke up in the ambulance getting treated. And I did go, made an appointment with my doctor, but it was over the phone. He didn't really take no, symptoms of me saying my blood or anything like that. It was just verbally.
Okay, Mr. Nombrana, we're getting a little sidetracked. We're veering off, as I say, veering off into the weeds. So let's get back on track, get back on the road.
Yes, ma'am, I'm
All
trying.
right, so here we are. When are you getting the information that Veterans Treatment Court says they need? My understanding, because I've had many relatives in the military, it should be fairly easy for you to have that record.
I'll do it this week.
Okay, so here's my thing. Why do we have to have these conversations to make you do what you should do? I'm a firm believer that you have business, handle your business, then you can go to the playground. But now you got to handle your business during business hours. So when are you getting this done? When are you going there?
I'm gonna do it this week. I'm gonna go to Anchorage Medical Center where they told me to go, and they said that they would give me that DA 214 so I can start progress.
All right, am I gonna have to have you on the screen weekly to make sure you do what you should do?
No, ma'am.
All right, so this is what we are going to do. Rebecca, how are you able to check if he's done what he's supposed to do? Or, because I don't want him in limbo where we come back a month later or he has a motion to revoke and he still hasn't gotten his paperwork for veterans court.
I can ask the officer if she can just notify me when he gets it. If she can notify me every Friday if he's gotten it.
Okay. So we're going to schedule this. And when, I'm going to say by the 28th of May, you should have all this done. Do you understand?
Okay, my birthday's on the 27th, so I mean, I should have all that paperwork by then.
All right, don't, and again, if you want to celebrate your birthday, celebrate it responsibly. You're still not allowed to drink alcohol or do any type of drugs.
I haven't touched it since I started the class, ma'am.
And if you get your business handled, you'll be able to enjoy your birthday instead of trying to get this done at the last minute.
No, I will do what I have to do.
All right, Norma, can we recall this for May 28th? Is that doable?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to see you by Zoom on May 28th. You can appear by Zoom. However, if there are any more issues of you not behaving appropriately on Zoom, you will have to appear in court every single time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And the other thing, if you do not handle your business and get the documents that you're supposed to get to Veterans Treatment Court, you will have to appear in court every week until you do it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm giving you till May 28th. This has been going on since March. So you've had almost 2 months to get everything done.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you on Zoom, May 28th. Have it all done.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. All right, and I believe those are our last cases because the trial case was dismissed. Is that correct, Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everyone. Well, we're going to stop live stream Of course, we'll continue to work on other cases. And I will be here till 5:30 as usual.